Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol and welcome to this week's Midweek 180. I am at home, a slightly different camera angle, but I got back late from work and this is the only place where I can pretty much film this week's update. Now, if you've not seen one of these before, this is my midweek update where I bring you my news, views and information about upcoming reviews, all filmed in one take. I'm going to put 180 seconds in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, and that's it, a very simple format. So without further ado, let's get cracking with this week's Midweek 180. I shall start my timer. Okay, first comment last week was Vinny Vincent, that is 5 weeks on the trot. Who's going to beat Vinny? Let the battle royale commence. First comment this week, I will give you a shout out next week. Where are you and what you're doing? Well, that was Fraser McLeod, I'm bound to say this wrong, in Gdynia in Poland on a training course, which is quite cool. But wherever you are right now and whatever you're doing, let me know in the comments below and I will give you a shout out next week. Now, last week's question was all about track days. Many of you had done track days. In fact, many of you had done lots and lots of track days. So lots of you have said about Bedford Autodrome. I've done a track day at Bedford Autodrome. It's a brilliant place if you've never done a track day before, because there's loads and loads of runoff. You can pretty much have an off anywhere and not hit anything. And then a few people said about Thruxton. I've actually driven Thruxton, but on an experience day. I drove a Ferrari 355 around there many years ago, but brilliant circuit though. This week's question is very simple. Who's coming to Donington at the weekend to watch me race? I'm going to put all the details below and talk about it a bit later on in the Midweek 180. F1 this weekend was from maybe one of my favourite circuits, from Spa-Francorchamps. The qualifying was pretty dull until Quali 3, and then the rain came and Lewis just pulled an amazing lap, 3 seconds faster than anybody else. Brilliant qualifying lap, but I have to say, for me, the race was a bit dull. Clearly there was this massive crash on the first corner, pretty much justifying the existence of halo with Alonso going over Charles Leclerc's car. But if it hadn't been for Bottas fighting his way from the back of the grid, I think it would have been a pretty dull race. But what an overtake Bottas did round the outside of Eau Rouge. Absolutely unbelievable. But I wanted to spend some time this week just talking about my plans for Donington this coming weekend. So hopefully you've been tuning into my Becoming a Racing Driver series. I'll put links below and clips above. But this Friday is a full test day. I've got 4 sessions. The first 3 sessions I'm going to have with Mark, and then the last session we're going to take the passenger seat out, and I'm going to go solo and really sort of have my last solo running. I've been weighed. The car's going to be fully set up and sort of balanced, so we're really going for it. And then on Saturday, qualifying is at 11:25 with race 1 at 16:45, and then Sunday my race is at 14:50. I will put links below with more information about the event and also where you can get tickets. I think it's £20 for the day, but there's loads of other categories of motor racing going on that day, all by the 750 Motor Club. So it will be great to come and see. If you do come along, please come and find me in the pits. And then the next video this Friday is from Donnington Park last week, my test day, second test day. It's called My First Spin and Wet Driving, but that will give you I actually span 3 times. Keep an eye on Facebook for all of my updates. And that, my dear peddlers, is that. Bang on time. Absolutely bang on time. The other thing to mention as well, I put a special video up this Monday, which is the new Ford Focus, which I drove up to Donnington Park, so make sure you click on the clip above and watch that. But I am going to draw this video to a close at that because I smashed my time. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have done so, give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol for plenty more content to come, and I will see you on the next video, guys, which is this Friday at 6 from Donnington Park. My first spin and wet driving, the next in the series, Becoming a Racing Driver. I'll see you on that film, guys, but you take care. Drive safe.